Hello my dear students, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we are going to learn a summary of a class 10 poem, A Poison Tree. So in short, we are going to learn about the poem, about the poet and understand everything. But before that, if you are viewing my video for the first time, do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get the notifications of all the upcoming videos. Do not miss any part of this video as it's going to be very important. And do hit the like button if you like it at the end of the video. So let's move ahead. But there is a good news for you all students that we have come up with a Scorpio class Hindi channel for you all. And you're going to find Hindi class 8, 9 and 10 lessons explanation, question and answers videos in this channel. So to get the link of this Scorpio class Hindi channel, visit the description box and subscribe, like and share it. We'll also put the link in the I button so you can go directly from here and subscribe the channel. Okay, so with this good news, let's move ahead with today's summary of the poem A Poison Tree. Let's look about the poet. The poet of this poem is William Blake. William Blake was born in 1757 and he lived till 1827. He belonged to the pre-Romantic period in English literature. Although he did not have formal schooling, he became a mystic poet by his ability to see the world of God behind the physical world surrounding us. Okay, though he did not have any formal schooling, he did not go to the school, but he was a mystic poet. He became a mystic poet because he had the ability. He saw the world of God, like whatever physically is present in and around us, he was able to see beyond that. And that is how he could see the world of God and he became a mystic poet. Okay. So today we have a poem, A Poison Tree by William Blake. So let's quickly see the summary of it. So this is a very powerful and meaningful poem written by William Blake. Here, poet picturizes the effects of suppressed anger. When the speaker in the poem is angry with his friend, he expresses it and his anger vanishes. But when he is angry with his enemy, he does not express it but suppresses it. Okay, so this picture, this poet, it's going to picturize, it's going to give us an idea of what are the effects when you suppress the anger, when you hide your anger within yourself and you do not share with that person whom you are angry with. So here with examples with two different persons, poet is explaining what he does when he gets angry and what happens to that. So when the speaker in the poem, okay, the writer says, the poet says, the speaker, there's an unknown speaker who's speaking. Okay, so the poet is the speaker in the poem is angry with his friend and he expresses it because he is his friend. He expresses and he shares that he is angry in so and so things, and whatever is the problem, they sort it out because he expressed, because he said to his friend, it was resolved and his anger vanished, means it ended. Now, same thing happened with his enemy, the person whom he did not like, and he was angry with that person. So here he was not able to express his angerness with this enemy, and he suppressed his anger. He has hidden his angriness with the enemy, with his enemy, with him, with the person whom he did not like. So he has hidden the angerness. Now let's see what happens. The poet says, when he was angry with his friend and he explained the reason of his anger, he was satisfied and continues his friendship. So it might have happened with every one of us, with you all also. When you are angry and when you share it with your friends and you explain it, you resolve that problem, the angerness which you have, it goes away. You feel satisfied and your friendship goes goes forward and it's forever and you continue your friendship. On the other hand, when the poet was angry or the speaker was angry with his enemy and he did not tell him, and his anger against his enemy increased day by day. So, here in the second point, we see that the poet or the speaker, when he was angry with his enemy or the person whom he did not like, and he did not tell him about this anger, he did not clarify his angerness or his problem with this enemy. So what happened? That angerness, that enmity increased day by day. Now he has various fears about the enemy, and these fears water the anger. So, because he is fearful, because he is angry, he is not so free to talk with him, though he may talk him, meet with him, but he is not so good and so original as he is with his friend. So, he's having fears in him about his enemy, that it might cause him danger, or whatever fears he has many fears, and with that fear, his enmity grows. His angerness grows inside, though he is not showing on the face. He allowed the enmity to grow with fear. So it's growing and growing. The fear is inside, the angerness inside, the enmity is still growing. He shed tears day and night for not being able to express his feelings to his enemy. So, because he did not like that person and he was angry with the enemy, he did not, or he was not able to express in front of him, and he was a little bit sad about this. He shed tears also, like why he is not able to express his feelings to his enemy and clarify everything as he did with his friend. But he was not able to open up, not able to express. So the enemy grew. Now he appeared to be happy in the external world, and he used to smile to cover his anger. So, what happened whenever he met his enemy outside, he met him in a happier way, as though he is happy. He showed off in the external world. He had a fake smile on his face to cover his anger. Though deep inside he was very angry, he did not like, he was having enmity, he did not show up on the face. He covered it with a smile, and that is how he met his enemy for many days and many years. He did not clarify his angerness and problem. Then here the poet brings in a concrete image of the anger, the hatred that the speaker nurtures in his heart towards his enemy takes the form of an apple tree. So here the poet is giving an example of an apple tree. Okay, so here when he is not getting the chance, or is not able to express his angerness, or he is not able to clarify, what happens? He nurtures his heart. He takes care of his heart towards his enemy in the hatred form, in the form of hatred. He has its enmity still inside, but by covering with fake smile, he is growing the angerness in his heart, and this takes the form of an apple tree. Now, if you have negative thoughts in your heart, obviously it's going to be a negativity, which the fruit which is going to grow in this tree will be a negative one. So this tree, an apple tree, it bears a bright apple which tempts the enemy to come at night and steal the apple. So from outside, the enemy is thinking that all is well and everything is fine, and he sees the bright apple shining, and it tempts him. It attracts the enemy to come and steal that apple from the apple tree at night, and the enemy eats the apple and he dies immediately. So at last he is trapped. He comes, he steals the apple from the apple tree, and he eats it and he dies. When the speaker comes near the tree in the morning, he sees the enemy's body stretched out beneath the tree, and he feels glad to see this sight. So the speaker, when he comes next day near the tree, that apple tree which bore a poisonous apple in it, and the enemy had eaten it, and he fell stretched down. That means he had died. And the poet or the speaker, he feels so glad to see this sight, that the enemy is no more. So the anger which he had in his heart has grown to such a extent that he is feeling so happy and glad to see the sight of his enemy being died. Okay. Then, thus, the hatred that the speaker nurtures towards his enemy kills the enemy indirectly by making even the apple tree poisonous. These are the effects of evil thoughts. Okay. So the hatred which the speaker had in his heart, and he let it grow and grow in his heart for many days, and at last what happens is that kills the enemy indirectly. Not directly, he has not gone and murdered it, but with its negative thoughts and feelings and nurturing that apple tree which was there, which was looking like a good bright apple, it had turned into a poisonous one. So these are the effects of evil thoughts. Means if you have evil thought or negative thinking in your mind, you are going to harm that person. If you have any negative thoughts for any person, you are going to harm them if you are not clarifying and clearing the doubt. So you should never keep any evil thoughts or negativity about any person in your heart. Whenever you have doubts, you could go and you can clarify it and have a good friendship with them, or else you can at least have a good understanding. So, with these few words and sentences, the poet has very beautifully described how not to keep hatred in your heart and share and clarify and clear and end the enmity. So, with these few things, we come to an end of the summary. I hope you understood the poem and the summary of it and you liked the video. If you liked it, do hit the like button and share with your friends. Do not forget to subscribe the channel. Do visit the description box for the Scorpio class Hindi channel. We'll be back soon for more with more such videos. Till then, stay safe and take care. Thank you.